Keep that fake shit away.
How did it start, bro? How did this
How
all
did I
start?
start?
How'd you get into music, man?
I always, as a kid, I was always into music. Like my mom had me always had me listening to Beyonce, Michael Jackson, like every day. Like I used to go from after school, I used to play like Michael Jackson Thriller and just dance to it and shit. But what really made me start, like I always used to tell myself I want to be a rapper until like once I hit 16, I told myself when I'm 16, I'm gonna start rapping. Feel me? Once I turned 16, I started rapping like off of like beats on my TV, just writing on my phone and shit, yeah.
So what's your creative process for rapping? Are you writing every day? You writing once a week? You freestyling?
Honestly, I'm all over the place with it, to be honest. I be freestyling. I rarely write. Since I learned how to make music myself, I just like be punching in and shit, yeah.
Nice. So it just like flows off the top.
Yeah, like however I feel that day, that's what's gonna come out that day.
How do you get into that flow state? Like, cause it's hard to like just spit whatever comes off the top of the head, you know?
Yeah.
Like, how do you get in the mindset?
Honestly, I don't really know. It just like happens. Like, it's like once I listen to the beat and I like feel it, and I just let it flow. Like, yeah.
So, do you do all this in the studio? Do you do this while you're just like chilling at home?
I haven't been in the studio for a year, so I've been just making music in the house.
What programs are you using?
I use FL Studios. I started off with BandLab though. Yeah.
So are you making any of your own beats, or are you pretty much just
I
mixing it?
I made one beat. I do want to be learn how to produce my own songs and stuff, like my beats and stuff. But right now I'm still like trying to get my mix right. So that's my main focus.
Are you using any type of presets or?
I make my own presets.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. So like, walk me through the steps of like kind of making your own shit. Like, how do you find your sound?
I just be myself, honestly. I don't really like try to like mimic any sound or anything. I just be myself. At the end of the day, I just be me.
Are you rapping solo dolo? Do you have any collaborators that kind of help you?
Yeah, I have collaborators that help me, but most of the time I be on my like own shit. Yeah.
Weird. So like, when you're in your own shit, do you think that you just create a pure form, or do you like the collaborator, having the collaborators? Is it like better to bounce ideas off?
Yeah, sometimes it's better to have collaborators because they could help you with the process of making music, like the way how you sound or flow. Because you could hop on a mic, it could like you think it sound good on your head, but it don't come out the way how you want it to, you know?
Yeah, word. I feel you on that.
Yeah.
So like, one of your most clouded songs, it's MIA, right?
Yeah.
Like, how did you make that? You know, because it's a fire ass song, bro. Like, how did you get in the headspace for that?
Okay.
How'd you come up with it?
It's a funny story because I was in a relationship, and the whole time I knew she was like playing me or whatever, and like it was just like she was playing me, and I knew, but like I wasn't like, how can I say it? She was playing me, but it's like I knew, but I didn't want it. I didn't want her to like, damn.
Like, you didn't want it to be true type shit?
Nah, like I knew what it was. Like I just didn't want it. I was just hoping that like it wasn't true or whatever. Feel me? I made that song before it even happened. You know? Like it was just like I type predicted it, you know? Yeah. That's how like it was just really about that's like a female and how some nigga was trying to fight me or trying to beef with me, not really beef with me over a bitch. Yeah.
That's crazy. Beefing over a bitch is crazy.
Nah, word.
Part of my language, that's insanity.
Nah, word.
So like, what do you want your audience to take away from your music and your sounds? You know what I mean? Like, what messages and themes are you trying to push?
All right. One message is you don't need to be around the wrong crowd to be good in life. You don't need to like gang violence, drug influence. Like you don't need none of that. Like just be yourself. For me, that's all my music is just me being myself.
Do you find it hard to stay yourself? Because there are a bunch of people who are like blowing up by just doing crazy shit that's not true to them.
Nah, yeah.
And that might influence you to be like, yo, I should go do that because they're doing that, and that's
I
making
feel
them
you.
pop off. Like,
I'm not really worried about blowing up. Really, like that's not the main goal. I just want to make music. Like if it happens, it happens.
Word.
You know.
Yeah. You're kind of just trying to be very raw and authentic.
Yes.
Like what happens happens. You don't want to get rich. You don't want to get famous.
I do want to be rich, but I don't really care about the fame. To be honest, I'd rather have a hardcore fan base than like being mainstream and people like me for a little bit and then they change. You know.
I respect that. I respect that. So what are some challenges that you're facing right now as you're making the music, as you're trying to build up that fan base?
Right now, since like I work, it's hard for me to, after I come home, it'd be like hard for me to get on the mic and stuff, but I still do it time to time. It's just harder for me to get back in that music mode, you know? Yeah.
I feel you all that. It's hard, like, because you get drained working all day, you know? It's hard because this is like another job within itself, within your other job, you know what I mean? You're working that other job to fund this. It's hard, man. So I can commend you. I commend all underground artists because it's a grind, you know? It's a process.
Yeah.
Because, like, I see you be posting on TikTok and Instagram little trailers of you and everything. Like, you're a content creator too, you know?
Yeah.
How do you create that content for these people?
Honestly, like I make certain songs and I like think like it would be good for TikTok or whatever, and I just like I don't really like using TikTok and like recording myself every day, but I know like for me to do that, like for the exposure, I gotta do that. For me, even if it's a hit or miss, like yeah.
Word. No, I get it. You gotta just do it for these. Like it helps, you know.
Yeah.
Anything helps. So like, as the hip hop landscape is changing and everything, how do you see like your sound evolving? You changing in the ways like your marketing and all that type of stuff.
Say that one more time.
So like, as the hip hop landscape is evolving, you know, and changing, like people are starting to like, let's say, switch up to drill as opposed to real rapper, whatever. Like, how do you see your own artistry changing and evolving as that's happening?
From when I first started making music, I was really singing like on some like little TJ shit. I was singing more until like I stopped. Like I haven't made music in a while, like a year, because quarantine hit. When quarantine hit, I was just writing or whatever, and I don't know, like somehow my flow changed. I stopped singing, and I just started like, I got more into underground music. That's what it was. I got more into underground music. I stopped listening to mainstream like that. Yeah.
What are some artists and sounds that have inspired you?
You got what, underground or mainstream?
Anything, man.
Okay.
Like, what inspires you, man?
Right now, what inspires me, you got Apostle Flacco, got Tekka, Fago. Mainstream, you got Nelly, you got Dirk, TJ. Yeah.
Word. Like, any other genres that influence it? Like, you listen to any rock to help you get inspired? Any jazz?
I don't really listen to rock, but I listen to artists that make rock music.
Interesting.
Yeah, like certain artists, not all like underground artists do that, but I listen to some of it. Like, I don't know, I be everywhere with music. To be honest, I just like to hear it.
Word. Do you find yourself listening to more beats or more music to help you get inspired at the end of the day?
More music.
Okay, word. Do you think like listening to that music, it's just like you get different ideas for like maybe delivery? Maybe like different effects and things like that?
I pay attention to like, I pay attention. It's not even about what they say no more. It's more about like how they mix it and how was it like created, you know? Like I be thinking about like how the beat, like how the beat was dropped, like is how much reverb, all that, like, you know?
Word.
Yeah.
Word. So like, as somebody who makes music, you're not just a rapper. You're trying to be like an influence, you know?
Yes.
And something that is very influential is like your fashion. I see you're pretty dripped out right now.
Thank you.
Like, how does your fashion play a role in your self-expression and your artistry as a whole?
Honestly, I just put on like, I put on what I like, for me. For me, I just, at the end of the day, I'm just being myself, you know? And to be honest, eventually I want to be able to be for the youth, for me, because thinking about it, kids nowadays, they just want to, especially in New York, they want to be in gangs. They think that shit cool. All that bullshit, that shit is not cool at all.
How important do you think it is to just like always remain yourself?
Because how if you're making music and you want a fan base, how you not gonna be yourself? You're gonna be someone else, and then it's not real. It's all fabricated. You gotta be yourself. You gotta be genuine to yourself so people can fuck with you for you.
Or most definitely, bro. And people fucking with you, like, what's one of your most favorite songs that you've put out?
Probably In My Glow.
Okay.
But my favorite song, it's called N. I still haven't released it yet, but that's my favorite song.
Why?
Why is it?
Yeah.
Because it has a lot of meaning to it. Like the shit I went through, I lost a lot of friends from me. A lot of people snaked me out. And with In My Glow, I just like the way how I sound with it. Like that sound, I fuck with the sound heavy, yeah.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Do you have any like upcoming projects or upcoming collaborations? I see you work with like Different and the Group D2 a lot. So what do you got coming up next?
Right now, I'm trying to make an EP. I want to drop an EP before 2024. I want to make sure I have an EP just to have like a big, like a little category, you know? Yeah.
You have any upcoming performance or anything like that coming up?
No. I'm just trying to, right now, before I drop my drop N, that's the next song I want to drop. I'm trying to find a photographer for me that could understand, like fix my, like that could match my vibe, you know?
Yeah, weird.
Yeah.
Somebody that could help you put out the image that you want to.
Yes.
Yeah, most definitely. That's like the biggest thing whenever you're working with like producers, engineers, directors. It's all about people who can match the vibe.
Nah,
that
yeah,
you're trying to do.
that's another reason why I stay with myself with my music, because I know producers and engineers, they just want the money. They're not really trying to help you, or like, they're not really, it's work, it's business. It's just straight business, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, it has to be that balance, you know? You have to be willing to like help the person, but like at the end of the day, it is business, you know what I mean? But it's like, it's a creative business. So you gotta be able to bounce ideas off, put different inputs in, you know?
Yeah.
Something to help build the project up. Or most definitely. Is there like, I don't know, man. Like, is there anything like that you can think of that like you're really excited to dive in for this next year with your music?
Honestly,
exploring a different sound, or?
Of course,
Nice.
of course. There's gonna be new flows, new sounds. I'm gonna get more into producing, like producing my own beats. Yeah, there's just a lot to come.
Nice. You think you're gonna be doing a lot of collabs too, or is a lot of this just gonna be solo work?
I'm gonna be doing solos and collabs. Like if I fuck with the guy's music, I'm gonna make the song with him.
Nice.
And if I really fuck with it, I'm gonna drop it. You know? Yeah.
What's your like? How do you vet whether or not like you want to work with somebody? You know, what are the things you are looking for in like an artist that you're trying to work with?
I look for like how they are as a person, how their music sounds, mainly their personality, because like I gotta fuck with you as a person for me to make a song with you, you know?
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Word. I totally feel you on that, because that's the same thing with me and videos, you know?
Yeah.
You don't want to make something with somebody if you don't have that chemistry, you know?
Yeah.
Because then it's gonna feel forced, it's gonna feel rushed.
Word.
It's not gonna feel pure and authentic, you know?
Yeah,
because that's where everybody's creativity comes, when you can have like that safe space of authenticity. Most definitely.
Yeah.
Where can we find your music and everything at? Like, where can we find you at?
You can find me on IG at YUNG.SONNY. Same on all plats, YUNGSONNY. Apple Music, SoundCloud, Spotify, YouTube.
Word. Thank you, man. I appreciate you coming.
I appreciate you too, bro. Good looking, bro.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
But they can't get a taste, you better stay away. Cause I'm running to the bank, yeah, I'm running to chase. Nigga talking all that shit, I'll spit his face. Play with your Xbox, nigga, cause I do not play. Fuck boy, talking hot, cause he out of state. You said you got